Well, good evening, Brits on Bikes fans. Yes, it's me, Jimmy Sprinkles, aka the Angry Imp, your friendly neighbourhood GM, welcoming you to episode 3 of Brits on Bikes. We hope you've been enjoying our adventures so far. We've got to say it's been an absolute blast putting this little podcast together. The love and support we have received from other podcasters has been truly inspiring. So it's time for a quick shout out to some truly awesome podcasts, some who know we love them and others who might not know it but will now. So without further ado, here we go. Kids on Bikes podcast, Myth Takes, Mount Olympus U, Historical Hotties, FMK All Day, I Never Saw That Pod, Macintosh and Maud, Face and the Fable Maidens, Finish It, Unabashedly Obsessed, and The World Beyond the Tale. All awesome. Go check them out. You won't regret it. We hope once things begin to plateau and we have something that resembles a regular schedule that we will be able to return the favour and inspire you all to have a go at podcasting and no doubt surpass us and go on to bags of success. Now, we have a little confession to make. We at Imp Towers didn't anticipate just how enthusiastic we would all get while playing. So what you're about to listen to is the second half of our second session. We recorded 3 hours and quite honestly, even we wouldn't want to sit through a 3-hour podcast. So we decided to split it in half. As such, it means we get right into the action. So I've been given the task of tonight's recap. Having witnessed the demolition and then securing of Henderson warehouses, Dee, Neil and Sally find themselves on the receiving end of a mysterious bomb prophecy. Dee's words, not mine. Brimming with curiosity and hunger, our trio hatch a plan to disguise themselves as military personnel and break into the Henderson site. Our last episode concluded with Dee heading off to meet the others with his new, if somewhat scrappy-looking dog Nettles. Our third episode begins with Dee meeting Neil, who, you'll be pleased to know, has finally managed to get something to eat. Enjoy. The sun has started to set as you amble up Lamp Drive. In the distance you see the looming concrete sprawl of Anna Kingsford Comprehensive. Not so much a school, but an aesthetic of broken forms, both horizontal and vertical. Its impossible angles making it hard for you to determine where one wall ends and another begins. You cross the road and can just make out the figure of a man rhythmically sweeping leaves. What you don't know is that you're not the only one to have paid close attention to the comp today. Just a short distance away, 3 children and a dog are about to embark on a mission fraught with peril and danger. They are the Brits on Bikes. Sally, what are you up to?
Just pottering around.
So you potter about. Eventually your dad just does notice that you're there and kind of grunts at you. You make yourself something to eat. Do you make anything for your dad?
No, he didn't ask for anything.
Okay, that's fine. Eventually you realise that it's time to go and you clamber into the most perfectly cut uniform you have ever worn. God bless Neil and his 6 roll. Okay,
his
so
6th sense, if you will.
You head out of your house and you guys all decide to reconvene somewhere within Honeywell Gardens. Dee, because you had the dog with you and the dog was a little bit excited, so it took you a little bit longer to arrive. And when you do arrive, Sally and Neil, you see Dee with this kind of mangy old dog.
You've got a dog!
I got a dog.
Oh my god, what's his name?
Nels.
Nels! Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Apparently he wants to come along because, like, quickly give me, like, blinking eyes.
He's so cute.
The dog, as both of you make compliments, it sits up and holds its paw out and paws at you. And if you hold your hand out, it will give you a little canine high five.
Oh my god, I love it.
Okay.
I guess we're all going to have to get dogs then.
Not necessarily.
Oh, what a shame.
At the end of the day, Dee
has come over to this country and has nobody. If anybody needs a dog, it's Dee.
I'm offended. Do you have Sally?
Yeah, Sally is already practically Dee's dog.
Oh, harsh
Ooh, it's
but
getting
fair.
dark. What's your plan? What do you want to do?
Oh, like,
I guess we've got to go.
Just like
Alright,
super
so-
casually to the front door. Yeah.
if I remember right, in our first episode, we established Dee's backpack is kind of like that military canvas style.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, Dee's just gonna be like, you got anything important you want to take in? Give it to me. Otherwise, leave your bags. Because otherwise, I don't know what your bags look like, but I imagine they're probably not quite that style.
Okay.
Wait, we need code names.
I mean, you've already got your code name.
We need
P.I.
better
Salvo.
code names. We need military code names.
Oh,
Foxtrot.
Yankee.
Oh, crap, I can't talk. If
Tango?
I talk...
You got your code names, yeah? So we've got Foxtrot, Yankee, and
Danger. I'm gonna be Danger.
Okay.
you're Danger. Okay, so
Yeah.
we've got Danger, Yankee, and
Tango, I suppose, because they seem to be
Tango.
doing ones from the phonetic alphabet. And that was all I could think of.
Danger's not in the phonetic alphabet, is it?
Yeah,
No,
of course
but-
it is. The D.
That's Delta.
No, it's totally
No, but
Danger.
Foxtrot is.
Somebody never
No,
watched
D
D's for
believes that
Danger.
it's Danger. I am
Okay.
ex-military. I know it's Delta.
Okay, so we've got Danger, Yankee, and Tango.
That sounds like a badass team.
I know. What a shame it's you. Right. Okay, so what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you going to carry out this plan, or are you just going to stand here
Oh, wait.
looking at a dog?
Oh, wait.
I think we're gonna carry out
so-
the plan, yeah.
Here's how we're going to do this, alright? We're just going to walk right up to the gates. And, like, as we're approaching, we're all just gonna lean down and, like, start lighting the cigarette to cover our faces as we're walking right past these guys.
In unison.
And we just nod at them.
And if that doesn't work, then we offer them a smoke.
Yes.
You guys have to do the talking because they're gonna
Okay.
feel me out right away.
Okay, yeah, no.
Neil has to do the talking.
Okay, Neil will do the talking. Apparently.
So I'm assuming that you're heading over to the Henderson site.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You make your way. It's probably about a 20-minute walk to the Henderson warehouse site.
Surely we're cycling, though.
I don't know.
Not if we're pretending to be.
I mean, we could leave them in the next street, but we are on bikes. That is our raison d'etre.
Oh,
Well, nobody said they were taking their bike with them.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
But we did also
if we're going by
teleport.
that, then we kind of left our bikes at the Henderson warehouse.
Yeah, to be fair, yes, we totally did leave our bikes over there. So we gotta go and pick them up.
No, you didn't. You walked over to the park with them. Didn't
No,
you?
we ran
thought
to
it
the
was that
park.
We ran straight to the park from when we were sneaking around the back.
Yeah, we
We
ran
didn't stop to
away.
grab our bikes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, either way, you don't have bikes right now, so
That is fair.
Did we get
Off you go.
hats
So-
with like these half uniforms?
no.
He's got shaggy hair.
You are literally in the most basic uniform possible.
How are we gonna?
And by basic, I mean dated.
Okay. This is fine. We'll pull this off.
Okay, so you head on over to the old Henderson site. There are no surprises. You see it exactly as you left it. It is completely covered. The whole perimeter is covered by boarded up fence. With a doorway cut out of the middle of the front where there are two soldiers standing on duty.
Is the one
Okay.
that pointed the gun at D still there?
Is the one who saw us trying to climb over the fence the first time there?
No. Well, you don't know because he was the other side.
Yeah,
Of
but
the
we
site?
ran past him, so we would have seen him.
I think she's
No,
asking
but, like,
if
we
he's
don't
up
know if
here
he-
at this
we-
gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's not
Either
one of the
or,
two
it
yet.
seems there has been a shift,
shift
change.
change.
So, yeah, it looks like it's different soldiers.
Oh, wait.
Good.
Oh, wait, what do you
so-
think our chances of success are just walking in are?
Oh, fine, just
It's gonna work.
follow my lead, I guess.
I was
Okay,
hoping
we'll
somebody
ask you
would
guys.
say, no, that's
Lighten
a
up and
terrible
burn along.
idea. Let's try jumping the fence instead. But I guess we're
That's the
walking in the
backup
front
plan.
door.
Okay, I need to ask you guys, are you all going in together?
Yeah.
Neil has to lead the way, and then Dee and Sally will be like his backup.
Stragglers.
Alright.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't
like
think
his-
we should
his
all walk in at the same
peons.
time. That might be weird.
Will it really be weird for 3 people to be off duty at the same time coming back?
I don't know. All 3 of us lighting up cigarettes right as we're walking in so they don't see our faces. That might be
fine.
weird.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Like,
I mean, we're just significantly shorter than the average soldier and wearing out-of-date uniforms, but that's neither here nor
that's
there.
short.
Yeah.
Okay, so what have we decided? You all going together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So
now
I-
what's your plan? Dee, you mentioned something about some kind of subterfuge
Yeah.
whilst you were entering.
Yeah, okay. So, like, pretty much what Dee is suggesting is that maybe we shouldn't all light up at the exact same time.
Oh, yeah, no.
But, like, as we're getting close, start, like, lighting up or taking a puff so that you're kind of covering your face a little.
Okay, can I just ask, who out of you has tried smoking before?
Dee has probably smoked before.
Not Neil.
Not
Not
Neil.
Sally.
Not Sally. Okay. All right.
What, do we need to, roll grit to see if we don't choke?
Well, we shall see. Okay.
I-
So,
Don't inhale. Like, just, like, kind of breathe the smoke into your mouth. Just, like, breathe it in.
yeah, like Bill Clinton,
Yeah.
who you'll know 20 years from now. Just talk to me, guys. You've got the map in front of you. Where are you currently positioned?
I'm guessing probably a little bit.
If we're coming
Down
from
the
the front,
road.
then just along Arborfield Road here.
Yeah, I think we're just like approaching along the road.
Yeah.
Like walking
Okay,
walking
so if we-
casually.
If we put you about there, you march down the road. Dee, you have your dog by your side and your duffel bag on your shoulder. Neil and Sally, you are walking alongside. Are you all walking together? Is somebody in front?
Neil's in front, he's in charge.
Not way in front.
And since
Okay.
Dee's taller than
Couple steps
Sally,
ahead.
Dee's kind of like standing sort of in front of Sally to obscure her a little bit.
Okay, and am I
tiny.
right in thinking the plan is that you're going to walk towards the guards and the door? As you get within eyesight, you're going to spark up to conceal your face and then try to walk straight through
Yep.
the door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. This is a good plan.
All right,
it's totally
so,
gonna work.
It's totally gonna work.
so you head on down Arborfield Road. You get yourselves in front of the old warehouse site, and you begin to walk towards the entrance. First thing I'd like you to do, guys, is could you please make charm rolls for me?
Oh yeah.
Charm, okay.
We are all wonderful at that.
I got a 5.
Ay,
No.
I got a 1.
I got an exploding dice.
So roll it again. You don't add your +1 to that one though.
I know.
So,
7.
So 7.
7 out of 4.
As you approach the door, you rifle through your pockets to take out a cigarette that Dee has given you, and you begin to start to light your cigarettes. The whole thing is a mess. Take some adversity tokens, please.
All 3 of us?
Yeah. It's an absolute disaster.
remind me what we
Dee,
do with adversity tokens.
if you want to improve your roll, you can add the adversity tokens to your roll. So, for
Okay.
example, Harry, you got a 5. If you wanted to say add 3 adversity tokens, you could make it up to an 8.
Okay.
Okay, and at any point, other players can help you as well by adding their own adversity tokens, as long as it's not a snap decision.
Oh, I should do that as well because I have a loyalty thing that
Oh, yeah,
means
you-
that mine are worth
There
double
is-
if I get
there
to
is
other
Right,
people.
so
no
if you give it to somebody,
saving
it's worth
mine.
2. From the get-go, it's a bit of a disaster. D, for all your bravado, and I smelled before, so good, you know, you That was my D impression. I apologise profoundly. All my Brooklynites listening to this show right now,
Oh, don't worry,
I hang my head in shame.
mine's pretty
There are
bad
some
too.
crimes you can't
they
be
probably
forgiven
hate
for.
me.
For all your bravado, you inhale far too quickly and take the flame of the lighter up through the cigarette, and it just scalds the back of your mouth. Just leaves you just going. Sally, what did Sally got?
Sally
I
got
got 7 out of 4.
Sally got a 7 and Neil got a 5. Neil, you fortunately managed to light your cigarette and you managed to take a huge drag,
Oh, hell yeah.
covering your face, making yourself look as inconspicuous as possible, and then you let out an almighty cough. At this point, the soldiers are fully aware of you in front of them. They haven't done what they did to Dee before and pointed their guns at you. They are just looking really, really confused. Meanwhile, as Neil and Dee choke and splutter and destroy their throats with nicotine, Sally has lit up, puffed elegantly, and continued to walk forward.
Wow.
The moment she does, though, one of the soldiers steps forward and he says, "I'm sorry, you can't be here."
Oh, come on, boys. We're just popping on through. It's no worries.
"Do you have any identification?" He makes quote marks, "Sir."
Mate, I left it inside. I'm really sorry about that, mate. Here, maybe I've got something. Let me just check my pockets quick. Yeah, no, I must have left it in my jacket inside.
Make a charm roll for me, please, Neil.
Okay, so a charm is a D6.
Yeah, me and you are the
And I got a
best
2.
and most charming people.
So, yeah, no, mate, I totally got it somewhere. Yeah, it's just through inside there.
He looks at you quizzically and then looks at both Dee and Sally in turn and he says, "Look, I don't know what you're playing at. I don't know who you are, but for your own best interest, I would leave now."
Yeah, I think we should go.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
a good idea.
We obviously can't handle our smokes very well. So, what if the remainder go to you and we go back in there, pick up our jackets, and get out of here?
What are you, 7?
No?
Again, I don't know what you're playing at, but tiny children need to go. Surely it's past your bedtime.
It's like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and you're like 4. Now piss off.
For tea?
Let's just go
Because
ahead.
we're
Yo,
grown.
like, let's just
Either way, Sunshine, you are not
Come on.
getting in.
let's,
Disappear.
let's go.
Okay, fine. I'll just need to report you to my superior officer,
Who's your superior officer?
James.
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel James Sanders.
Ugh, the Colonel with his wee beady eyes. He gives you a look that suggests he's not even going to give you the time of day. He turns his back on you, he steps back to the door, and he stands to vague attention.
Wait, let's go, guys. Come
Yeah,
on.
let's go.
If we see you round here again, we are calling the police. Do you understand?
If we see you round here again, we're calling the police.
Neil, shut up.
Also, where did you get the World War One costumes from?
Your mum.
Neil, shut up. Just come on, follow me.
You started it.
He pulls back the bolt on his rifle.
So you want to shoot children? Is that what you're playing at?
Is that what Sally would say?
Probably not, but someone should say it.
Like, come on, let's go. Come on. D is going to cross the road. Like, what kind of terrain is over across the road from the place?
Okay, so the space between St Winifred's Church and Tim's DIY along Badlock Hill, it's patchy. it's kind of grassland. There's nothing. It's just common ground. It's undeveloped.
Is there any cover?
No.
Is it dark at the moment? Like, dark enough that...
I mean, it's definitely darker, but you would be seen by anybody looking in your direction.
Alright.
Are our bikes still there?
Yeah.
Great, I'm grabbing my bike.
Yeah, same.
These go head up this way.
Okay, so you want to go round to the back
Yeah,
of the
like
warehouses.
just a real wide path.
Yep, no problem. Okay, so it's going to take you a little bit
Yeah,
of time.
yeah.
So by
No,
the time
no.
you
The more time we go, the darker it gets.
Yeah, you make your way around the back of the warehouse site. You can see, as you would expect, the boarded up chain link fence at the reverse. There currently isn't anyone there.
Yeah, because at this point, these guys have been nothing but dicks. So D wants to smash some stuff.
Oh,
And
no.
yeah,
Are we gonna
D's
try to
just gonna
break
drop
the
his
fence?
bike
Oh crap! Right? Okay. Shit's about
and
to get real.
just take a run, and D's gonna try to run up the wall.
Oh,
You said it was like a
okay.
Isn't
9
this
foot
like
fence,
a 12
right?
foot wall?
It's a 9-foot fence.
Yeah.
And it's currently covered in wooden board, so there's no grip. All right. Literally, all you can do is just charge at it and just put your little feet up against
Yep.
the wall.
Yep, gonna try that a little scramble.
Can you roll flight for me, please?
10.
That's a 10. Okay, so you charge at the fence, and for whatever reason, your foot hits the surface of the board, and you begin to kind of tap your way up as quickly as possible. But you know, you've got your baseball bat in your hand.
That's in the bag.
Oh, I thought you had it
No,
in your
it's in the
hand,
bag.
didn't you? Either way, it's a 9-foot wall. There's nothing to grip on. You end up kind of slapping your hand at about the 7-foot mark, and then just kind of sliding down the wall.
Do you want another boost?
Not. You get like a 1 and jump at it.
No, that's not gonna work.
Almost worked. We ain't gone over it.
You sure?
We're not
So
getting a
you saying
friggin'
that
ladder.
we should dig under it?
I'm saying maybe we should dig under it.
I said that in the first place. No one listens to
Oh, yeah,
me.
that's because I got the idea for the freaking disguises, which was apparently a really stupid idea. I mean, I know I'm a freaking genius and all this, but I don't know. Maybe one of you guys should have
Okay, so
pointed out that
does-
maybe that was a bad plan.
No, it was a really good plan.
Like,
Totally could have worked.
come on,
Yeah.
let's start scraping up some dirt here.
Does anyone have like a shovel or something?
Hey, Nettles, come over here and help me out.
Yeah, get the dog to dig.
He's just gonna start
Thanks for
digging with
dig.
his hands. And hopefully Nettles will help.
Dee and Nettles are digging. Is it Nettles or Nettles?
Nettles with T's.
You're digging under the chain link fence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you dig and dig and dig and dig. Make a grit roll for me.
I'm real good at those. Let's watch me roll a 1.
That's why you need actual dice.
I know, right?
instead
Oh,
of
I
this
got a
technological
12.
nonsense.
That's not
That's
bad.
my first time rolling over a
with-
10.
With a bit of effort, you manage to dig underneath and make a very, very small gap. Certainly not a gap big enough to crawl through, but there is now the possibility that you could proceed further.
Can I fit my head down there? Like, just to look.
Okay, you can look, and all you can see is the demolition grounds. All you can see is just a big pile of rubble and the tyres of several vehicles dotted around the area.
Alright, yeah, keep digging.
You're going to
Yep.
keep digging. Okay.
I want to help.
You're going to help?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, with a bit of time, and it is time consuming. I mean, what time did you get there? About 5?
4?
Yeah, so you were there about 4. So we're looking at about 10 to 5 now. You dig and dig and dig. It takes some effort and it takes some time because you don't have the correct tools other than a dog. So by the time you've got to the point where probably the smallest of you could fit through, you're looking at about 10 to 7.
Shit.
Wow. We are dedicated diggers.
This must be some real stiff dirt for freaking marsh.
Oh, it's dangerous damn dirt. What do you want to do?
I mean, if only one of us can fit, then, Sally, do you want to go ahead and scout for us?
I don't think she should go alone.
I don't want to go alone.
That's fair.
I can easily be pressured into coming along with people, but going out on my own, not so much.
Okay, so we've got a hole that only the smallest of us can go through. And other than that, we've got...
You could keep digging if you wanted to.
It would just get very late.
Yeah, it would.
Screw it. He keeps digging.
I'm trying to figure out whether like getting grounded would be worse than just not managing to go to the explosive site. And really, like, if we can't go through the rubble and stuff now, they'll just come by later and see that someone's been digging here, and then they'll fill it in or something. It'll be harder to dig under later. So now really is our only chance.
Very well
But we go now,
rationalized.
we won't be able to come back here later if we've all been like grounded or something. We'll keep going. Yeah, sure.
Okay, alright, so you guys keep digging. It's time consuming. As luck would have it, you manage to dig unnoticed. Eventually, you get to the point where there's enough of a gap that all of you could squeeze through individually. The time is now coming up to 8 o'clock.
It's go time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dee's
Okay.
going to shove him back through, climbing through.
Okay, so you scramble on through. You get through. I mean, at this point, it is very, very dark. I say very, very dark. It's dark that you can only see kind of, maybe 6-7 foot in front of you. The bonus being that obviously you can't be seen, but you can't really see either. To the best of your knowledge, all you can see within your vision is the outline of vehicles and a load of rubble.
Alright. Can I tell if
Let's
there's
get
like one of those
exploring.
big transport trucks?
Yep, one of them is definitely a transport truck.
Yeah, Dee's going for that.
So the truck is about 10 meters away. What are you doing? Are you just heading direct line straight to the truck?
Yeah. Like not like running or nothing. Walking casual.
Okay.
Like, that way if
Okay.
anybody like catches sight or something, it just looks like one of the soldiers walking around through the
Okay.
shadows. Keep it
All right,
casual.
could you make a flight roll for me, please?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I am rolling so consistently low. That is a 4.
Can you take an adversity token,
Fuck.
please? You start to make your way over towards the truck. At the same time as you move, you become aware very, very suddenly of several figures moving across the grounds. What are you going to do?
Am I near anything?
You're not near anything, but it is dark. You could potentially conceal yourself in the shadows.
Yeah. I like, that's, Dee's just kind of like, ducked out.
You see them in time and manage to duck out the way. It does leave you stuck in that position, unsure what to do next. We'll leave you there
Yeah.
for a second, and I'll come back to you in just a moment. So, Sally and Neil, you have crawled through the hole that you've dug, and you're currently stood the other side of the wall. You can see Dee has moved across and is heading in the direction of the truck, and after about kind of 15 seconds, you realise that she's kind of he's ducked out of the way, and it appears it's because there is either a patrol or there are some figures walking around.
Okay, so we've got. So what is like the nearest like thing we could hide behind? Is there like a closer vehicle or?
There isn't anything just here. You are literally out in the open.
Is
Okay.
there scope to keep out of the people's eye line and get to some rubble to hide behind, or a vehicle, or just anything?
Make a brains roll for me.
10 out of 12. That's
Okay,
not bad.
you assess the situation and you think that you are far enough away and concealed enough in shadows not to be seen where you are.
But we need to get closer.
The guards or the soldiers have walked out of your general area. They seem to be doing like a circuit.
Since I feel like, far enough away for me to move, I'm going to try to move closer to the track.
Okay, you're a little bit closer now. It's not too difficult for you to get to the truck.
Yeah, again, I'm going to climb into the back.
You climb in. As expected in a transporter type of truck, you go in, you kind of hoik yourself over the top of it, and inside is benches either side of the truck, which is obviously where the soldiers sit. The only other thing in the truck is a storage crate. It's empty. There's nothing in it, but stenciled along the side are the initials PR followed by 19.
Do you just want to, like, just kind of poke his head out, take a look around?
Okay. Neil and Sally, what are you doing?
Trying to assess the movement of the troops so we can work out their patrol pattern.
You've been following them for 2.5 minutes or so, and you've watched them slowly go past the truck area where D was. They're coming round towards you at a distance, so they're still a good 5-10 meters away from you, but they are passing your peripheral vision.
Okay, we need to move.
Yeah, okay. So is there, like, a safe-ish route that we can get to, like, the main demolition area?
Make a brains roll for me.
That is a 14.
Okay, well, you can see that your best bet is to track Dee's route that she took. If you head towards the truck, and then you can head across to the actual demolition site itself.
I'll point that out to Sally and start to head out.
Are you following, Sally?
Yes.
What are you doing? Are you going to the demolition area, or are you going to the truck?
I vote demolitions area.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so you head over to the demolition area. I mean, it's not far from the truck.
Yeah,
in all fairness.
if he's seeing them pass, he's
Yeah,
gonna hop
you
out
would probably
and,
see
like,
them walking towards you.
Start trying to join them.
All right, so D, you jump out. You're now at ground zero. There are huge piles of rubble. You can see what used to be the old granite walls, the old oak doors that used to go into the warehouse. Just a big, huge, crumpled mess on the floor. Because it's late, and because there is very few people around, you can hear, coming from the direction of the demolition site, the sound of machinery.
What kind of machinery?
Roll brains for me.
10 of 12.
Yeah, I got 3.
Sally, it sounds very much to you like the old pneumatic drills that you sometimes hear on the road when they're doing roadworks.
They're digging for something. What should we do, Neil?
Let's try to find their way in.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Look around for a hole in the ground?
Okay, so where are you going? Are you just literally looking at the site and trying to follow the noise, or are you...
While keeping a lookout for people who are wandering around.
Well, you can all do this if you want. You can all roll brains for me.
That's a 3.
That would be a 2.
Oof. I got a 7.
Well, a whole bunch of real dum-dums.
Hell yeah, we are.
Okay,
Hey, I'm as smart as both of you put together on that particular roll.
D, take an adversity token for your roll before when you were listing out bits and pieces. Also take an adversity token for the roll you just
I've got
done.
so many adversity
Neil.
tokens because I'm doing great.
Neil, you need to take an adversity token as well. Sally, your best assumption is that sound is coming from below the demolition site.
They're digging underground.
I have theories. So I'm thinking oil.
Guys, you are now stood by the truck opposite the demolition site, listening to the sound of digging that's coming from somewhere below you. What do you do?
We
Look for the
start
hole.
digging.
No, we do have a dog,
Nettles,
but maybe
get
next
on
time
it.
we need shovels. Yeah, send him in as a sniffer dog.
So you can hear these sounds. You're looking at the demolition site. What's next?
I'm
just a big
going
pile
to
of-
see how smart this dog is. Do you just go crash up, be like, "All right, Nettles, find where the noise is."
Nettles looks up at you as you speak. As you say, find where the noise is, he looks at the big pile of rubble.
I think we're going to have
This
to go and
dog's
dig
a
around in the rubble.
smartass. Like you.
So what's your plan?
Yeah, Dee's just gonna start, like, climbing onto the rubble.
Yeah, start clambering in the rubble.
Neil?
Yeah, clambering through the rubble, trying to find an opening somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you kind of step forward away from the truck and over to the rubble. You're kids. You're used to clambering over stuff like this, and you can make your way through, and you begin to push through the rubble. Barely kind of 20 seconds into your exploration before you hear a voice.
Uh-oh.
Stay where you are! Don't move!
Just shoot me.
Seriously, you hate the game that much?
What if he was a...
You turn around and you can see a figure in silhouette pointing a gun at you.
I was just looking for my ball.
We were playing fetch
And we lost
with the
our
dog,
ball.
and we lost the ball.
It went over the fence, and we were just looking for our ball.
As he sees you, fucking kids. What the hell are you doing here?
Just looking for our ball, sir.
You can't be here. You'll be in trouble. I'll be in trouble.
I'm sorry, we were just trying to find our ball. Have you seen a ball?
No, there's no balls around here. I haven't seen any balls at all. So please, just whatever you did to get in here, just get out right now. Otherwise, I'm in a whole heap of dog doo-doo.
Why? What's going on here, sir?
It's not my job to ask questions. It's my job just to do as I'm told. I am just making sure that this place is kept secure. So do yourselves a favour and piss off.
Who are you doing it for, sir? I mean, we'll happily go. I'm
Neil,
just
let's
wondering
go.
what's going on.
Neil, let's just go.
Neil, make a charm roll for me, please.
You can't stop the investigator.
But we have
That's
to go.
a 5.
Look, you can't be here. There's things going on, and we're all going to get into trouble. Look, I don't want to have to call your parents, so do me a favour and piss off. Right?
Can I add my adversity tokens to turn that into a 9?
Not at this stage, no, because I've already called it. Okay? Before it gets to the point where I've committed to the role, you can...
All right. Can I see the hole from here?
You can see a pile of rubble. There is no hole, okay? You're assuming there's a hole because there was a demolition. All there is a pile of rubble.
Well, we're assuming there's a hole because somehow they got underground. There must be a way underground.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is certainly something going on, but how or where they've got in, you're not sure.
I think we should leave.
Because, I just knew what direction.
Look, I'm going to say it once more, okay? It's a really good idea that you are not here right now. So please, disappear.
Okay.
Sally is going to start
sir.
trying to drag Neil back towards the fence with the hole under it.
Yes, sir. Very good, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. What's your name, sir?
They call me Niles.
Niles. Okay, thanks, Niles.
He kind of lets his shoulders droop and just sighs and just kind of follows you with his eyes. What are you doing exactly?
I'm trying to convince us to leave.
Are we just going to leave the way we came, or...?
Well, I was hoping that we could dart back behind the truck out of his eye line and then make a break for the fence so that hopefully they won't see exactly where we dug in.
Sure.
Is Nettles doing anything weird, or is...
Nettles is he's just stood by your side. He seems pretty loyal and it's just
Okay.
kind of like
Okay, well, alright.
Oh,
Okay.
your doggy loves you.
So Niles has turned around and he said, "Look, I'm turning around right now. In 20 seconds, I'm going to turn back, and I pray to God that you're going to be gone. All right?" And he turns around slowly and begins counting back from 20.
Thank you,
19,
Niles. I'm running
18,
away.
Yep,
17, 16,
Dee's going to hide.
Come on, D.
15,
Oh, come
She's
on,
hiding.
come on, danger.
13,
Come on, danger.
12,
Code
11.
names.
Dee's hiding.
10.
What do I roll for it?
9, 8. Where are you hiding? 7.
In the
6,
rubble. Fuck it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Just like dropping down into it.
1. Niles turns around. D, can you roll a flight roll for me, please?
Oh god, Dee's gonna die.
We're going to-
D's
Oh, wait.
dead.
I've got
No, that's
7.
all right.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's good
Okay.
enough. So basically, Neil and Sally, you make your way back, like you go via the truck and then back up towards the hole. And by the time he gets to 1, you are about 4 or 5 foot from the gap, and it's unlikely that he can see you. As Niles turns round, he kind of scans the area, and luckily you've managed to keep yourself flat enough and keep Nettles under control for him not to see you. He turns back around and marches back in the opposite direction. Neil and Sally, what are you doing?
I'm getting on the other side of that fence.
Okay, so you scrabble through, that's fine.
I'm trying to drag Neil with me and assuming that Dia's following us because I haven't looked back.
Yeah. Neil kind of thinks, oh, we haven't learned anything from this. And is just leaving a little bit disappointed.
He's gonna break something here.
D, what do you want to do?
Oh, wait, Nels. This is a sneak mission now.
It was before.
This is an exceptionally sneak mission. So we gotta be real quiet, alright, buddy? Real careful, like.
Okay.
So, since I'm like laying
Okay.
closer to the ground, can I get a better feel for like where the sound's coming from?
You can certainly feel vibrations coming through the ground where you're lying down.
Like general feel, it doesn't feel like it's coming from a specific direction.
No specific area, no.
At this point, Dee's very confused as to why he hid instead of leaving. But at the same time,
Well, you've got options. You've
Yeah.
got options. You can stay or you can go. It's up to you.
alright, yeah, okay. Since Dee still kind of wants to ruin somebody's day here, he's gonna slip back towards like vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Open up the cab of one and see if we can't find the keys. Yeah, like checking the visor, checking under the seat.
You drop down the visor and a set of keys falls onto your hand.
Alright.
Be very careful what you do.
I've got 2 things that I'm thinking. One is incredibly fucking stupid. And the other is less stupid and just dickish.
You should check all the trucks and see how many of them have keys and then put the wrong keys back in each truck.
You know?
Says a disembodied voice in your head.
Yeah, the
Like,
little devil
if
on
I
your shoulder.
found one set of keys, I'm going to go and try to do that for the other vehicles.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to roll another flight for me, please.
Alright. And I'm gonna go ahead and
Go on,
slap 3 onto that. Or 2 onto it. 2 adversity tokens.
Okay, so you're taking up to
Yes.
a 10. Okay then. You manage to make your way. After going into the truck, you go to 2 more jeeps. You find a set of keys in one. The other one you don't.
Okay.
However, opening the glove compartment of the second jeep, you find a handgun.
Do you have a dog and a gun?
You're just getting all the presents today.
This is astonishingly... Oh, this is...
What are you gonna do, D?
You know what? Alright. Dee's going to take that gun. Yeah, Dee's taking the gun because if somebody... I was ex-military. If somebody loses a gun, they
There's
they
hell to
lose
pay.
their shit. So somebody's going to get their ass reamed for a missing gun.
As the gun spills out of the glove compartment, you just pick it up and pocket it.
Yeah.
As an American, you have obviously are probably more aware of firearms than our English counterparts. So so
Dee's dad had one.
Yeah, so you pull it out, you slip it into the back of your jeans, and then what do you do?
Drop the keys in my pocket and I'm getting out of there.
Okay, make a flight roll for me, please.
Fuck. All five onto it. Turn it to 7.
You're throwing all 5 adversity
Yes.
tokens at that too,
Yes.
are you? Okay. Yep. You make your way across the demolition site and under the gate to find Sally and Neil. Are you still waiting there?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Oh, if
I'm
anybody
sorry,
asks,
isn't there?
I rolled a 1 plus 1 on that, so I rolled a 2, which is why I had to drop all 5 of my tokens onto it.
That
So
Sally,
let's
Sally be
Neil-
waiting to make sure that Dee got out okay.
Neil was going to go, but Sally didn't go, so Neil was just kind of stuck there going, come on,
You two
Sally.
are
And
just
Sally was going,
bad
no.
for one another. Whenever you want to go, she wants to stay. Whenever she wants us to go, you want to stay.
Basically,
Okay.
the two of us arguing has resulted in Neil staying.
Okay, so you watch as Dee scrambles under the hole, closely followed by Nettles.
We have to get out of here right now.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so you head off. Are you taking a bike?
Yes.
Of course.
So you pedal off back into the direction of Honeywell Gardens. What's your plan? Where are you headed?
Well, alright. Dee's not saying anything about this fucking gun, but Dee has got to stash this gun somewhere. So Dee is
That's fine.
looking for it back home.
Okay, so we all go home then?
I suppose so.
Okay. All right then. So you decide to
I'll see you guys
make
later.
your way home, go your separate ways, and you head back to your house. And at this point, we're talking kind of, sort of, we're getting like about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So you've probably just made it in on time. You carry out whatever routine is most common to you for the evening. You say goodnight to your parents, to your Uncle Tommy, whoever it might be. And you decide to head off to bed. Your mind's filled with the somewhat bizarre adventures that you've been taken on today.
Yeah.
You close your eyes and you find yourselves fast asleep. Almost instantaneously. It feels like you haven't been asleep for any time at all when suddenly there is an overwhelming noise. It is the sound of an air raid siren. What do you do?
Scream.
Don't know if Dee would have ever heard one of those. New York.
Okay, D. To put it into
Well, I've heard of.
kind of. Yeah, well, I would say in 1970s context, you would be aware of these sirens for nuclear evacuation.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah, drop and roll and all that, or whatever it is. I can't remember. Hide under a desk and
Yeah.
nuclear bombs won't kill you or something.
So-
Although it's not exactly the same, it's an alarm that says, "Uh-oh, shit's going down."
Yeah.
Neil, are you a heavy sleeper or a light sleeper?
I'd say a pretty light sleeper considering how early he gets up, yeah.
Okay, so you probably, you've woken up, your eyes, and you are kind of totally bemused and confused as to what's going on. I can almost guess the kind of theories that are running through your head right now, but we haven't got time to discuss those because your door opens and your dad steps in. Neil, I'm not really sure what's going on, but people seem to be outside. We've got to go.
Okay. Okay, sure, let's go, Dad.
You follow your dad outside. As you get outside, you see one thing that you really don't expect to see, and that is pretty much the whole of Marsh Haven wandering down the streets. Sally, similar situation for you. Your parents come in and go, "Come on, Sally, we've got to go."
Okay, what's happening? I'm scared.
There's been a knock at the door, and we've been asked to leave, so come along.
I grabbed my teddy bear.
D, same for you. Do you have a clock in your room?
I'm sure old Uncle Tommy probably put a clock in the room somewhere.
Okay, like all of you have eventually seen a clock, and it's looking at around 3 o'clock in the morning. Uncle Tommy says to you, I've just had a knock on the door, and apparently we have to leave. So, just let's go. Neil, I'm going to come back to you. You follow your dad outside and join the crowds of people who are all heading in a kind of southeasterly direction. Amongst the crowd are a bunch of guys in military uniform who are escorting people in the direction that you are walking. Sally, you've stepped outside and you see this as well. Dee, you're there also. Whether you're with these guys, I'm not sure. Neil, you're the first to arrive. You get to what can only be described as the outskirts of town. So if you look at where St. Winifred's Church is, Story Avenue and Badlock Hill, you are kind of just the other side of that map. Okay. Set up in the it's kind of the wasteland before the marsh is a series of tents and marquees, and it seems like everybody being herded into this area. Sally,
Yes.
you have headed outside with your parents, and your dad appears to be talking to one of the soldiers.
Ooh, can I hear what he's saying?
You can't, but he steps back quickly to you, and he says, both to you and your mum, it seems like the whole of Marsh Haven is to be evacuated.
Ooh.
And I'm going to leave it there for tonight.
Ooh.
Well, it's awfully early to destroy the entire town, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I know, right?
You've been telling us how we're going to go back to school soon and explore the school properly.
I know, but that's the way it is. There are things going on in this town that you don't know about, and if you want to find out, well, you're going to have to stay tuned. Guys, how was that for you?
Dee has a gun and a dog.
I'm so confused.
There's a lot of shit
Yes,
going
there's
down,
a lot of shit going down.
and-
Dee has some pretty heavy shit. She has freaking gun.
He's very well
Pocket.
armed.
Okay, well, let's just do all our official stuff before we go. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode. It's a bit of a slow burner because I've got so much in store for you. So, yeah, please do subscribe. If you can, join our Patreon. And, yeah, get in contact. Let us know what you think of Brits on Bikes so far, because we're super keen to hear lots and lots of feedback. Actually, guys, have you had any feedback yet? Anybody told you fabulous things?
Yeah, no, like, so far I've heard good things. Like,
Okay.
yeah, no, like, everyone I've talked to about it has been enjoying themselves.
Cool. Well, we're obviously heading in the right direction. As usual, if you want to get in contact with us, you can email us at angryimpstudios@gmail.com. You can contact us via Twitter at impangry, or you can contact me direct at Jimmy Sprinkles. That's 2 S's at the end. Dee, where can we hear from you?
At Copper Harpy, that's copper as in the metal, harpy as in the bird monster.
Fabulous. Sally, you're a secret ninja, aren't you?
I am.
Excellent. So yeah, send, as Sally pointed out last week, send all your hate mail to me. And Harry, where can people reach you?
You can find me at Twitter with the username Harry. Wait, no, that's not right. Harry _ WHI.
Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much once again for listening, and we hope to see you here next episode to find out what's really going on in Marsh Haven. So this is us from Brits on Bikes saying bye.
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 Fuck, Dee has a gun.